Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. One house, please. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the program has commenced without further delay. So please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to the second edition of the one-on-one chat. Tasu Anupa. Anupa. Let us rise for the first to take the national anthem. Nigeria, to serve the Father's love, with love and strength and faith. Heroes shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and mind, one nation bound in freedom, peace and glory. Please. University, Lift up the Son of the Son, sing out the of this faith, and it's the God of knowledge, and so there are great wisdom in everyone. That has to know is filled to the brim of His well. Thank you. Please be seated. Yes. Permit me to call here, of course, Tasu Anupa, Mr. Oyelaja. Bangele Francis. Mr. Bangele, okay. He's on his way. He's not available absent because of other engagements. Yes, the guest for today, please give him a round of applause. He's a man of many hats. Yes, presently he is the secretary at the Zimbabwe College. He's one-time chairman, Anupa Workshop. Of course, he has been at the national as the secretary, Anupa National. Please, Sharafa team. Yes. Permit me to quickly recognize some of the senior colleagues that are here. Of course, let me start from the Human Resource Management Division, Mr. Tade Adenuga. Of course, we are present in the DR Academic Affairs Division, Mr. Demola Adesanya. Yes, straight to business. Let me give the mic to the chairman to give us his welcome.
Yes, let me welcome us to the second edition of this one-on-one chat. For those who are not around when we have the media edition, without going through a lecture paper and tell us what they do in their office. So that before you get there, you start having knowledge of what is obtainable in each of the offices. For some of us, we are lucky. Maybe then we don't have much administrators like this. That gives us even to move to at least 4, 6, 7 offices as of today. Some may not be that lucky. With the new policy of the university of 3 years, they said 3 years, somebody can come and say it's 8 minutes, no matter what. It depends on what is. We have 3 years, with 3 years, people can start moving. But if you have not got to an office and the DR director in front of this come around to give lectures about the office, you will not buy your must to gain 1 or 2 things and know what it is. For me, I've not had the opportunity to work in welfare. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know. To now give us the unions to know what I want. So I want us to take this as an opportunity to learn. Even lectures, people may get tired. Even putting on I'm not saying everything up. We have the day out that have covered the thing. It's just an entire session. So let's do that opportunity and help ourselves with it. Secondly, I want to also plead with us that as we are here, it is being watched on the national platform of Anupa. I was in Abuja about a month ago, and part of our own achievement is this one-on-one chat. I discussed, and the national body embraced it, and they give directive that all institutions should go and start this. It's a new way to education, and that's why we are here. And I want to give all thanks to our journalists because I just told him that on getting to Abuja, I give them this and this and so. So that from that note, I want to welcome us in this program. Please let's listen to our guy. I know he's well with them and give us. Thank you and God bless you.
Please grab your hand for the chairman. Anupa. Yes, Tasu Anupa has always been known to be in the forefront. We are trailblazers. Of course, at the national level now, with this one-on-one chat, they know we are still the front runner. Information, and of course, to mentor us on how far, so far, he has gone. Before I give the mic to him, please permit me to recognize one of the deputy registrar here, who just she stepped out and she's back on her seat. The DR Management Service and General Administration, Miss Zizat Adebo. Yes, our guest for today. Thank you. You're welcome.
The chairman, members of the executive of Anupa. Oh, I'm sorry. The registrar association. Both the chairman of Anupa are members of the school. Dear colleagues, there is nothing new we are going to tell ourselves other than to remind ourselves. And may God help us. The letter I received said I should talk generally of my experience so far as the university administrator, then where I am presently. Let me start by introducing myself, also what of people say about myself. I started working as an administrator in 1991. Yes. Actually, I came here in 1990 as a copper. And by grace of God, I was retained. I finished my service at the end of March. And I started work 2nd of April, 1991. I started work in the bus region. Immediately I was employed, I was in the bus region. Then they had crisis. Bus region, yes. I started my career in the bus region. I was in charge of civil staff service there. So, but later, I was moved appropriately to the academic affairs office. Then in the academic affairs office, in the records office in particular, later examinations between 1991 and year 2000. I was shortly between academic affairs and the school offices. Moved to school about African sciences. I was sent back to academic affairs office. I was taken to School of Languages then, and then back to observe women and work unit. After some years there, I was moved out to admissions unit, where I was 2004 thereabout or 2005. I conducted the first post-UTME examination for the university. After that, the university started January 2005, and I was recommended or appointed as the head of academic planning unit of the university. There I was for 5 solid years. That's the thing of the university, and it was a challenging office because that's the brain of the university. Anything about accreditation, even starting with the resource evaluation. Are we qualified to be a university and this and that? Self-study for this, so you are the field. So the management of the system of the 5 years. From there, I was moved to Taurek. I was there for some months. Taurek, yes. After Taurek, postgraduate college. To Ososa, where I spent about 3 years. So it was from Ososa now back now to academic affairs division, where I spent about 2.5 years. Where eventually I find myself in the present position as deputy editor and secretary, School of Postgraduate Studies. The College of Postgraduate Studies handles or administers postgraduate programs of the university in conjunction with the department. Because the college does not house students, all students are housed by the department. So, for this company, administration of the programs lies with the postgraduate college. As we handle the administration of the units of the college as the provost at the head. Then we have a deputy provost. Then we have a secretary, we have a deputy professor that's going to replace the chief accountant. So, but what will concern us should be the office of the secretary. We have 3 units. We have the general admin. We have admissions, and we have exams and records. The admissions and admission of students to the postgraduate programs. While exams and records, issues of results after approval by the Senate, because the board, when results are done by the department, they bring this, the board considers it, the postgraduate board considers it, and we have admission once in a month. So after the consideration by the postgraduate board, the decision will now go to CODIAD, that would not be presented before eventually be sent to the University Senate for approval. After the University Senate approval, we now communicate the students. So it's the entire record. We also other thing, examination. They liaise with departments, they issued examination scripts, another is needed, another examination field exam, and all these others. So all the guidelines for all these are handled by the examination and record of the center. Like we also handle transcripts, proficiency, and any other thing you can think of that to do with exams and then results. Then we have admissions that handle student admission. I'm happy to inform you, our 2023-24 admission advert is out. Came out yesterday, a Punch and Tribune for the purpose of advert. As the secretary, I'm the head of admin of this office of the postgraduate college, directly responsible to the provost. directly responsible to the board. Those other offices like the finance unit, the boss unit. Before now, they had a deputy bossa, but as at the last posting, we now have a chief at that time who they gave letter to that should report to me. So I don't know. But they were telling me they want to do another letter. I don't know. But as of today, the boss unit is under the office of the secretary. So, on regular basis after the meeting of the postgraduate board, we come out with additional extracts that will be forwarded to the business committee of Senate to the University Senate. But the result will first go to Kodak. There are those propositions of Kodak and to Senate. But other recommendations will go to the business committee of Senate, then to Senate. After that, after receiving approval of Senate through the Senate Affairs Office, will now communicate appropriate importance of decisions of the board as approved by the University Senate. We have our challenges. We have our good, very good areas. But we thank God. We are doing our best, and the place is seriously full. So I thank you.
Yes, please let us clap for him. He has taken us from the beginning to where he is presently now. Of course, with what he has said, I know there are questions, there are reactions, there are comments you all want to ask. But he said, Kuda. Some of us may not know the meaning, so we can ask him so that he'll tell us the meaning. So, before the question please permit me to recognize the presence of the Deputy Registrar Admissions, Mr. Neil Adesanya. Yes, questions, reactions, comments.
Anupa Administration for Service. Well, for the little briefing Mr. Davis has given to us, it looks strange as if nothing is being done in PG College. Hope we are together, we are shouting. It's just a matter of discussion. It looks strange because I could not imagine if it is TRHIM that is talking and it's not telling us the link because there are so many links in that division. I was now looking at PG College. The talk is less, no much activities. And I know there are people here from that college. The first thing is those within should be the one to throw in what they do there. For some of us, the experience that didn't give was just like working in the exams and record of the university. But as Secretary of Postgraduate College, there should be more to it. And that's why we want to open it up. Don't limit it to the college alone. He has vast experience across board. He has worked in exams and academic affairs. He has worked in he even said he started his work as a little bossa. Now he has got of age. So let's feel free. If you don't have questions that similar to postgraduate college, you can also ask him somebody. So who is leading us in the question? Mr. Patch, thank you, sir.
Authorized.
Mr. David is every time. But the main cause nobody seems to understand. Mr. David is kind of excited with that is the integration of himself. He's not a people. I don't you are not mysterious. You are human. I mean, you talk about that particular, but I don't see your data mic don't understand. You fed someone here, the thing was hard. But they were for me now. But not like that. Please, I will explain. Now that's not the main thing. Let's have on here, please. Please give us the better. Because everything, by confidence, there are things happening. People are being sure now by confidence. They call about non-dependent of Nigeria. And the first place that pension will come from, even be from your own household, not even from here. And by in 5-10 years that all of us there be the rest of this place. Give us just a short, big history of disability. So please explain yourself. This is the right time.
Thank you very much. Mr. Bashir, thank you very much. I think you have said it. The truth of your bata system is that it's not limited to classrooms. We don't like the truth. And we all know truth is better. If you are trying to do what is right, even to help them, they take you as an enemy. I remember some years back, the woman is now late. She was under me, I think it was School of Art and Social Sciences. Then we didn't have much administrators like this. She was an identity clerical officer, then the woman. But me to be next to me as a school officer. So that means if I'm not around, she should be the next person. Does she have what it takes to step into my shoe? No. When I now assess her and I put it, she should be given the opportunity to have higher education or something like that. So I don't put it there. Probably the college will assist it or assist her to further education or this or that is something like that. Hey, she took the vote. I didn't see don't finish me, oh, doesn't want me promoted, oh. She said a lot of things. In fact, years after, she nearly collaborated with somebody to kill me. When I spiritual or something like that. That thing didn't end until she died. She kept that malice for being sincere and honest. So we don't get the truth. Sometimes ago, one of my organs, when he became registrar, he now told me, I want you to be very close to me, but I have a problem. But what is that problem? Only people don't like you. Only my association with you will affect my administration. Please identify the people that you are offended and go and apologize. The third day, I went to him. I can't see anybody that I've offended. He now laughed. And I said, I realize it. It's your frankness and bluntness that is disturbing. So forget. I won't ask you to change your way of life. I can't change my way of life. You see, people want you to come to their level. They don't want to move to that level that you are. Either work level, moral level, whatever level, they don't want to change. They want to maintain it and probably drag you down. While I come to this level now. And when I know where I'm going, where will I come down? When I'm free, moving on. I think that's a major problem. Like I said in one of the lectures we had there sometimes, people don't want to change But the most unfortunately, we had our backgrounds. There's no doubt about that. But when you are this kind of system, you must be ready to change. Our job has its requirements. What you need to do. But they like people that say, oh, is that what you want? Okay, no problem, let's do that way. And I will never do that, shall be cooperative. I'm an apostle of best practices. And that is wherever I find myself, I do my best to make sure the best of the office. When I was in the academic, I was in the then College of Education. I was in charge of the exams. Then I have to move around institutions to moderate exams. Because we have our moderators everywhere. Unilife, everywhere. It all depends on who is nominated by the department. So I have to move around these institutions. One day I got to share. I was still down there. I realized that their results now being is computerized on the spreadsheet. I collected it. I brought it to my institution. I went to Pastor Manuel and I told him, I got this from Michelle. It will be good if we can adopt this. And it was adopted there. So I'm an apostle of best practices. If something is done everywhere and I feel it's good, let us consider it. And they are getting better results from it. It's not about no, you can't change this. What should you change? Change is the only thing that is constant. And we must adopt for people who want to change. They see you. In fact, the most unfortunate thing, it's about that thank you very much. The most unfortunate thing is anywhere I'm going, posting today, I didn't see the people. I wonder. But I thank God. When I was posted to Ososa, I did the person of the year. There you go. I was posted to Ososa. They were there, we've been working about 2 years. So I was standing on one day, and the other said, the bear. Oh God, if you are listening to what people said about you, you won't have this kind of position that we had. So, we thank God for everything. You have said it. But I believe that people at times understand. Because I was telling somebody about 2 weeks ago when I was coming, I said, I will do my best. No, they know that right. I said, are you sure they know? Please, don't bother yourself. So, it's just that. People care less a lot. I said it, that was it last week. There is this university that said, Titari road have honor. People don't want to face any hardship in learning. They believe you can offer them something, but are they ready? People that we have worked together here, in so many offices, I work in the South, yes, I've said it, I work in the South, work everywhere. I think the best friends I have today are people I have worked with. No people problem with it. Have I?
Thank you, sir. Reaction, please.
Okay, let me have this. One area that will cause problem most times with people is my evaluation. Yes. Meanwhile, organs are different. My style all along is that go and assess yourself. Because evaluation is not about you sitting down and saying, I'm giving you this. No. Assess yourself and let's discuss. So after assessing yourself, you now come to that table and discuss. Are you sure you are qualified for this? Are you sure that you come to the office and you are doing objective? No. That was. So, meanwhile, in evaluation, we must be honest. Then if you look at the condition of service, if you are NATO, there's a percentage. They have to whatever, that's a percentage. So that's a percentage. But imagine, and they have want to score 78. To do what? Meanwhile, evaluation is to identify your area of weakness with a view to assist you to improve. But if you now and then want to score some, that means what will you get when you now get to them to exam? I know I've got this pressing people. So, but there are guidelines to evaluation. Somebody came to me and said, in last year, I said, go and assess yourself. Now brought me and said, this was somebody came in last year, 78 or 74. I said, you're not supposed to go. I'm not interested in that. Go and assess yourself and go. I'm not interested in what somebody came in last year. Our assessment skill differs. Our level of sincerity differs. Why example, if you want to agree with me, there is things that is happening in institutions. And the president has some model, because in federal institutions, because of the issue of establishment position, you have to give. I give a lecture sometimes in Katsina for university administrators in India. A day to the program. When I saw these administrators coming in, I was shaking. These are the people I face. Meanwhile, they are here or whatever. I thought they are them to register. But I said, no. Because you can get to that here and back, because promotion is automatic. But here it's automatic. Within 6-7 years, you are here to get yourself. If it's not like that, if it is one person that is vacant for here, and there are 10 people you have to contest for. So, in a way, for money that will contest, you know, you have to be yourself, because you know the positions are limited. But when you know it's automatic, you say, if we have to work with the way to get all these things. So, and we have this problem to a very large extent. Only God knows, and only God. Many people are promoted beyond their level of competence, and that's the greater principle in management. You discover people are promoted beyond their level of competence. You what to expect from them. At that level, you don't get it. So, may God help us. But in assessing, we'll give you true picture. We'll give you who you are. But people don't want it. They don't want it, and they don't want to get it. They are interested. No, I want to marry super. Even though. And I don't think, by the grace of God, when you are looking for promotion, people that work with us, when you are looking for promotion, we sit down differently. You don't know this. The purpose of this is just for you to know yourself. You are not going to. So, yeah, what do you need for promotion? I mean, but I've told you, I've shown you areas where you need to improve or what. Because assessment is not to destroy, it's to assist you to grow. So it's to identify your business. But when you now say, give me 5 in everything, hey, excuse me. So these are some of the problems I have. And that is why I need to say problem. Thank you. Good afternoon, sir. My name is talking about your style of evaluation, I think I have about 2 questions to ask you. And then thanks for giving such an analysis on this particular evaluation. And first and foremost, I know somehow, I know you to some extent. I know you to some extent. I know you are very patient. When you want to do anything and you say you want to do it, definitely you are going to do it. Now, my first question is this: your style of evaluation, does it cut across those who have worked with you, or those who you had of working with another person? Maybe you don't understand what I'm saying. Your style of evaluation, does it have to do with those that have worked with you or in other offices? Let me put it that way. Because there is this general belief, or maybe a misconception, you have to clarify that no one ever worked with you
or nobody that knows anything. Permit me to say this. Just want to use this name. Maybe it exists or not, I don't know. Video. I like to get a little video. Video. Now, your style of evaluation does it based on the fact that BDME has worked with you before, or you just had of his maybe performance for the office? Thank you. Number two, sir. Number two. Like I said earlier, I think I know you very well. This one may not be a question per se, but some sort of maybe I should call it my own personal appraisal of you because of one thing or the other I've noticed. And this is that I think you have a foresight into what will happen in the future. For example, there was this time they want to start master's degree in international and investment education, and you said this thing you are about to do, you have not gone to this level, or that the process in which you are going to you want to go will not even fly at all. You said, okay, don't worry, they did listen to you, but at the end of the day, they came back to appraise you for what you have said, but they did not listen. So that is where I think I know you, and I know what and what I can do. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, permit me to concrete with you. Would you rather take the questions so that we get one-on-one? Okay. In addition to the okay.
Please, Anupa, please, before your question, please let us note that what we are doing here is being watched by the National Anupa to our choice of what we should manage. Thank you, sir.
I'm here with Brother Adelson from the Registrar's Office. Sir, on the issue of evaluation, I just want to ask that how do we control this? Because when it gets to the A and B, if you were scored 12 last year, and you now scored 6 this year, it will affect you. So where are we going to start from now to correct the anomalies? Somebody that has been given maybe 70 last year, if I get to the office and score that person 68, he's telling the A and B that he's not, he has whether how do we correct this? Are we going to start on a clean state that now we're going to follow the normal process? That now, if you are A, you must not score more than maybe 60. So if you are giving 59, this is pass mark, and that person will be happy with you. But for me to get to the office, and the person was scored maybe 69, now I tried to, under this issue of evaluation, I said to score that person 67. It's going to affect the person. When it gets to the end, because they will ask, why is the score lower this time around? So how do we control this? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me, where do I start from? Okay, let me start from language communication. Let me say, the yellow policy. Let the people here want to be helping. I'm not denying I tell one or two. and I will say it. But surely these people know themselves. I'm not a populist. I don't believe in it. Let's do what is right. I'm a populist, and I don't want to be a populist. I don't want to be popular. What is important? Let me do what is right. So, people that we are in, there's a particular we are discussing last week with somebody. The person admitted that, but I said, there was this candidate person that worked with me in the Postgraduate College. So terrible. So let me say what I said. People, the manners and everything was terrible. Now, years after, eventually, he now went to somebody. And I told that person that he needed assistance. Somebody that very, very junior to him. Till today, junior to him. The person now laughed. And I said, I'm sorry. And Mr. Aditi tried for me, but I thought he was wicked. So, especially when you get back home, assess yourself. You don't know the truth. At every level, we know how to be. Mr. Laliji, may his soul rest in peace. He assessed me sometimes. And he gave me this, oh, this one, this one, he said, no. You are just I thought I was an essay. He said, are you going to score DR Tomato? I immediately understood what he said. But not many people who have said that. So, we all know ourselves. When it is done, we know what we can offer. It's God, but we need to be trying and doing our best. But we are not doing that. Many are not doing their best. For example, let's leave this office now. One, you come late. 4 o'clock. Some people say, I want to go and eat more. I want to go and refresh. I want to go and do that. I want to do nonsense. You don't even have time to reflect on this job. You ever wake up in the night to reflect on your job? Like somebody has 2 or 3 jobs. Like I don't tell people I never sell book, I never sell legs in my life. But this job. So I wake up in the night and I wake. What we did yesterday, how can we do it better? But there's no way you have 2, 3 jobs, and you say you will be committed, you say you are you, and unfortunately, God has helped professionals. You will come late, say you leave for a rush, by 4 o'clock, doing nothing. You forget the job. You only remember this job when you come to office tomorrow morning. Excuse me. A pastor, I had it already, the woman pastor. Is a woman pastor. Said, what we call excellence is that you do something extra. That's excellence. You excel. If everybody is spending 4 hours on study, you want to excel, you spend 6 hours. When others are temporarily, you put your leg in the water to read, and that is when you can make first class. God bless our followers. But there are issues. We need to put in extra effort. Starting the video that I said, yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. In addition to that, the College of Vocational and Regular Economy had proposed that this is 2010, that they should move closer to that place. Yes. Why? Then, Alhaji Sulaiman Adegowa once head in school for his dad. Then after when he said, no, this man will not like this. He has started everything. But he said no, eventually not. So It's about trying to do your best and give the best to the system where you belong. So may God continue to help us. How do we control evaluation? The first thing is that we should all be sincere with ourselves. In that being sincere, we must be guided by the regulation. And we should know the purpose of evaluation. Anybody that works with, in fact, before evaluation, I will call a meeting. We will talk to ourselves. So at the end of the day, you will not be annoyed with me that I give you something new. I will talk to you and say, evaluation, the purpose is to get where you are not too okay, to let you know if you need to we discuss all these things. Then I know how to give you evaluation for to go and feel. So, but if you are there on 170, ask me what you want to do. Are you saying you are perfect? So, we, the leaders, all with your guys, we also need this understanding. That are being popularists, populists. Am I right? So, but we want popularity. Let the system progress. The system is our goal. The system is the goal of the system is our objective. But if you not do it at the end of the day, the system now has problems. Then let's be conscious of one thing again. Sometimes ago, I told somebody they didn't tell this one. We were discussing even before you came up to this. Look, identity non-teaching cannot become registrar. Fine, it was long ago, not. I said, look, try and make yourself competitive. You can go out and compete. Go out and compete. There's only one person that will become this registrar when it is your turn. How will you excel? How will you make it? Is it by just that? Anyway, everybody's waiting for political connection. I can assure you, while you are connected, others are also connected. What you have, what you feel that will make you, because we need to move up. When you are among colleagues, who are you? Are you there? Sometimes you go, I think I was an AR or thereabout. Yes. I was in a workplace. Then I told Professor, who was there then. He said, I went to inaugurate a branch of Mokpet of a college of education. Then I was the national secretary of South Africa College of Education Center. After the lecture, or the whatever I did, the just teacher was there. The people now asked me, you are from where? I come from the College of Education. College of Education where? I said, here. I said, eh? Oh, God. He moved out. He came back later. He said, when you finish, see me in my office. That day, he gave me 20,000 cash. I look, I appreciate you. So, we don't have problem if you are all honest. I did an evaluation of social sometimes. Yes, I evaluated 2 people. All of them. But I single out those people. I observed, I rated the junior over the senior. Yes, the junior had more marks than the senior. And I didn't know. I just assessed them and they went away with it. But later, I now saw that when the governor came, I now asked for the other one. Why did I do that? I now sat down. I thought about it. And I realized I was just honest. Because the other one, the junior, had more exposure in writing, in everything than the senior. So I just thank God. And I insisted nothing will change it. Because the other person protested. And I maintained my stand. Because I now saw reason why I did what I did. She reported me, she did all this. But later, when I explained myself, They told her, no. This man loves you. Be honest with yourself. So we need all these things. We need good assessment for us to compete outside. It's not wickedness at times. It's for you to know yourself. It's for you to know where you stand. It's to know your shortcomings. May God help us.
Please let us be brief with our women.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. My name is Anupa Workshop. I have two questions. One, it's what I've had over time. Why I need the clarification being an experienced administrator. How do you, or what class do you put? Let me just say, greeting in an organization. Greeting ourselves. Let's say when I come in the morning, good morning, sir, good morning. Is it an etiquette? Is it part of work ethics? Or is it just what? I need the clarification as regards that. Secondly, as regards evaluation we are talking about, we all know in Nigeria of today, certification has beat competency as hands down. So with your experience and with the trend of how university system is going these days, everybody is running towards certification. I want to be certified in this, I want to be certified in that. How will you, as an experienced administrator, how will you take your skill inventory to be able to really differentiate or separate competency from certification in place of promotion or redeployment? Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Let me start with number 2. That's the truth. Certification has taken back whatever we do. But people that want competence, let me cite this example. I attended an entrance competition of registrar in the university. Then they had problem with scrapping, so I was a peer. I've not been confirmed as a registrar. They advertised that I applied, and I was shortlisted. We did the interview. 4 or 5 people were shortlisted, and we did the interview. I think I should be the list. I mean, my peer. Myself and somebody from Upper Federal University. That one has been the registrar for years. We now time in terms of points. They now said, what do we give? At the end of the day, they opted for me. They said, I'm more exposed than that person. Where am I going? They now pleaded with me that I should come and take up the appointment. But that they cannot give me registrar. They will give me deputy registrar. And I will act as registrar for 2 years and they confirm my registrarship. And I said no. They said 1 or 2 people from this university said to me to go and plead with me. So at the end of the day, I declined. I said no. Most is a private institution. How do I from public go to private? So if it is on sabbatical, and I said, okay, do sabbatical. What I'm saying is, they appreciate competence. They do not recognize the position and certificate of that person. But eventually, they did not say, but because they not said I should do that, I said no. Eventually, they now went to pick somebody that came last. The person The person came last in interview, and they gave me the appointment because I declined. And sacrifice of the May God help us. The issue of critics. Yes. Normally, because you cannot divulge your operations from the culture of the environment. The environment where you come. My Oga of blessed memory, Professor Obobalaji Kusoi, once told us, Oriki can do a lot of things. If you see somebody, naturally will get value. Is it not cultural? As it culturally is the root of God? No, but he can do something in your job because you feel. So it's cultural. And when something is cultural, you cannot divert from that environment that you find it. But this have different whatever. Like when I come in the morning, in all the offices that I find myself, the first thing I do, I greet all my staff, good morning. Good morning, everybody. I will touch all offices, good morning. Before I come back to my office to see that. It's true? Yeah. So I will do that. I would expect that I will sit in my office for them to come and say, okay, good morning, sir. I will see one of them. Up to now. So it shows, I mean, you have finished for them. People asking them, sometimes ago, Babangida administration, when I was school, I had to write something on Babangida side of administration. Babangida, when he came to the administration, I thought, how are you congratulating today's your birthday? The reporter shop, I said, how this guy know? There was a day he gave a reporter his wristwatch, gold wristwatch, and birthday present. Are you telling me that the program not die before that before not die for Babangida? So, greetings is human relations. We should realize the environment that we find ourselves. We will not say, don't mind. The next thing is, that guy is rude because we don't know our background. We don't know where we are coming from. Even though the Yoruba people's style is there, hi, you good man, hi, you good man. Hello is part of it. Greetings is cultural. And in the environment that we find ourselves, we cannot do anything against that. But if we do it, it won't help the job. Because the way that person will see it will be different. And what we are saying is, we want to work together as a family. We want to work together because what we do as a family promotes a lot of things. If somebody asks you, how are you? How's the family? Show you step well and all this other. I understand. You feel happy. I'm recognized. It's part of human relations. Recognition. You are recognized. You are appreciated as being part of me. Because as an head of a unit, you are first and foremost a personnel officer. And as a personnel officer, you are the father and mother of that person. Thereafter, you are a trainer. Thereafter, you are a trainer. So that means you must see their problem as a problem, but you don't put the money in training and somebody's there in the office. Thinking or whatever. And you tell this another person says work. You work that work means So, may God help us. Have I feared it?
Thank you, sir. Please, at this junction, permit me to welcome the registrar among us, Home Pittsburgh, of course, a one-time chairman of Anupa. Please, thank you for the registrar. Thank you. Yes, he came in with some visitors that came with Osun State, University of Ilesha, Osun. Yes, Mr. Matthew Ajayi Adepoju, Mr. Adepoju Moshood Adeshola. Yes, there are visitors there. They came to see the registrar, and of course, the registrar said they must come and witness what is going on there. You're welcome, sir. Okay.
All protocols delay. My name is Mrs. Yebo Adito. Sir, when you are talking, you said a statement. You said some of us we don't want to believe that training has to go with non-terminal. That means we need to undergo some things before we acquire some knowledge. 10%. I just want to, so my little knowledge states that I believe many of us, we are ready to learn. It's only that we are in a situation whereby the boss or the person we are heading to or we are looking onto to give us some training. If that person is too harsh, I'm so sorry if I don't report the normal report. What I'm trying to say is that some of our boss we are playing that they need to be lenient with us. As I've already said, that you know that we must not be very good, but we are not on the same page. So in that area, sir, the issue of this thing and carbon method, I believe is somehow scared some of us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, madam. Moral and sin theory is a motivational theory. So you cannot, even though it's not really go over talking about. Let me say this. I don't know if I should say it publicly. Yes, I don't know if I should say it. What I'm saying is, the organ that is doing one thing or the other might not mean it the way you mean it. But it's for you. Whoever that wants to achieve anything, be persistent. You should carry yourself against that person if you are sincere in acquiring knowledge. People roadside mechanics. I just cited as an example. You see, and I said it about 2 weeks ago, was it last week? You see, forget about the attitude. It's not like you are being supervised, you are PhD, you don't go to you are talking about attitude. A friend of mine, your blessed uncle, Anupa, when the supervisor died on waiting with, the supervisor now went to this and said, you see, I need somebody there, and my children are at home. What's the meaning of that? Go and say to them, that's the meaning. Do you not say, no! If you want to achieve anything, sacrifice what you need to achieve that goal. If you really mean to achieve. Even our personal life, what comes easy? Nothing comes easy. Nothing comes easy. So, even as individuals, so please ignore the attitude, not the manners. Where you are going is what is important. May God help us.
Thank you so much. Now, it is not our patron, of course, the University of Michigan, to contribute to this. Thank you, sir.
But great Anupa. I want to sincerely welcome you again that has been done earlier to this another series. Another edition is a series of one-on-one chats. And we have in the house today a very big fish. Because in terms of experience, in terms of knowledge, the job knowledge, you have to learn from him. He has moved from all the basic units and departments and divisions of the university administration. If you don't do that, you don't know how you can claim experience. One thing about our job is the fact that many of the things we do, you don't read them or you don't learn them from the books. We get accustomed to them through daily practice, through acculturation, the process of acculturation, through mentorship, and through programs like this. And so, professional skills, some we learn from our courses in the university, and many we get when we are on the job. And so, when you come for a program like this, you are doing yourself a great favor, because there are so many things you don't read from the book that you have learned in what Mr. Lucy has said. Let me tell you this short story. When I first came to the service of the university, I was coming from the background of journalism. I was editor of the community magazine, and I write feature articles. I would sit down in the comfort of my room. That's how I got used to use the night writing. I start writing, imaginative writing, creative writing. And so when I came to the service of the university, of the college, and I was appointed as I was deployed to student affairs office, a student affairs officer, and then secretary to SDC. You don't have to write reports. So when it's something that is very funny. So the first report I wrote, I was writing it as if I was writing the feature article. I was reporting everybody, and I was even a member who actually offended me. I wrote something to go far away so that it will affect, his character, that I'm reporting. And so when I gave the report to my chairman, my department, so go to them. He read it, he posted it all out. He laughed, and said, I will come here. Sit down here. He said, you are writing for magazine. But this one now, you have to write. It was from there I learned that there is a special way of writing reports. Later on, I also knew that minutes is also different from reports. If you don't know these two, then you are not an administrator. So I learned this early enough. And from there, the second report I wrote, with minimum correction, I got perfection. And I want to tell you, I have served in many investigative panels in this university, and so many things like that we will learn in the course of coming across the bosses we work with. When you work with one boss in student affairs, he will have told you that the system, the body chemistry of that boss will be different from the one you are going to work with in academic affairs. So don't go and start comparing your boss in student affairs with because they are not the same thing. Then the work environment is not even the same. The work environment in student affairs is different from the academic affairs. It's different from the admissions. It's different from select. I hope you understand it now. While in student affairs, you are expected to familiarize yourself with students, receive them, and then interface with them. In academic affairs office, you have to do little of that. Therefore, you end up with problems. So you should know that each office has its own peculiar nature. So these are things that we will tell you at this program here. Mr. Levinson, although I was not here, I've told you his past experiences from one office to the other. He must have told you what he's doing presently at the Postgraduate College, so that even if you have not been to Postgraduate College, you are now aware of the functions and responsibility of that office. So, sincerely, we cannot but thank the Anupa executive for this opportunity. You know, Anupa is the training arm of the Army. And the basic thing that we do here is training and retraining of our young administrators. And I want to believe that from the points we started and where we are presently, we can see that we are now 21st century university compliance. At the back of, even looking at your faces, I can see very radiant, beautiful administrator, handsome people. I met you the last time we met with the law. So let this one continue. And as beautiful as your look is, let your work also reflect that. Be beautiful. Somebody say, so let your work be beautiful. That's just what I want to do. So thank you very much, Anupa. And now we know that we are moving to another person that will be announced to us today. The chairman is in charge of that. So, Mr. Levinson, congratulations. Thank you very
much. Yes, we all have listened to the registrar. Probably you have one or two comments concerning what they have said. Briefly. Yes, the Deputy Registrar, Senate Affairs Division, Mrs. Alice Adele, has a question.
Good afternoon, dear colleagues. Members of the Writing I had hoped to reserve this for a time where I would either have a lecture to deliver or an occasion that would be particularly unique. But when the registrar was speaking and he mentioned Mr. Femi Odubotu, I couldn't help wishing for an opportunity to discuss, to just discuss briefly how some of us learned from him. In my entire life, I never worked with an administrator tougher than Mr. Femi Odubotu. I worked with him just for 1.5 years or so, or less. But after working with him and feeling shortchanged, cheated, driven, oppressed, and so on, I later appreciated his person, his intelligence, and his experience in administration. Based on that, until he retired, for over 20 years after I worked with him for the first time, he was my mentor. Because he was simply superb on this job. Very good, but if you ever work with him, you will know that is really, really, really tough. So tough that when I worked with him, I was pregnant. But immediately I entered at to 9 or around to 9. He will not tell you you are late. He will just look at the clock. Immediately the courage to even explain why you are late. We leave you and you will start off by saying, women, they have a way of hiding under pregnancy. They give all kinds of excuses for pregnancy. So when I felt I could not bear it anymore, I started demanding. He said, no, a man pretend and you're going, or you shall not the man more. You know, he kept saying that, and I was like, is this a human being? But I must confess, in all offices I worked, after working with him, I used to go to him to vet my memos. He didn't study English, but he had been on the field for years. He understood the system. He understood the language of communication better than most graduates of English. And he would tell you, no, so. And at times he would hear things about me from others, say, I didn't let here. Why are you so controversial? I let this thing happen in your territory, your college. And I said, this is what happened. This is how you go about it next time. And for this one, this is how you resolve the problem. So what am I trying to bring out? I entered at the point. Somebody was talking about carrot and stick. And I started smiling. Carrots in shadow when you're fed. Nobody wants to stick. And before you know, people will remind your plate with the carrots. So please, there's beauty in the stick. And if you look around you, your neighbors, families, and so on, parents that pampers their children usually end up regretting it. God bless us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We will be announcing the next guest, but unfortunately, we are a week ahead because the last Thursday of that month, which is June, Ogosi Ileya, so it's going to be a week ahead, which is going to be 22. Of course, the chairman will do the announcement of the next guest. Our guest for today, your final mark.
Thank you very much. The registrar, Mr. Lele, on that issue, training and all those others. Yes. Sometimes it's not to do with the staff and his boss or our boss having issues. And I said last week when we had interaction, then our problem is the problem discipline. I had an experience with an organ. That organ will go to another organ to report him. He was my organ. I won't mention the name of that person. He was my organ will go to another organ, another division to report him. That will call me and say, I didn't see what was going on. Me, she, right. I will take time to explain to that person. The second time, the same thing. The brother called me. You do this thing. The third time. When it was not the third time, he now used the language. I started crying. And I said, but it never happened. It never happened. The other said, go and report to the registrar that he's tired of work. When I got to the registrar, he said, you know, Pastor, you want I go. I'm tired of this persecution. Hey, where's Pastor persecution? And I said, persecution? Immediately it's somebody there. I said, why you do this? Why do you? You know, I started saying, I said, but we know this, we know, no problem. Please resolve. The following month, I was removed from that office. Your dad started begging, please don't remove me. Please, I can work with you. Please go. They know you, we know ourselves. So, no organ will want to leave you if you are good. Some of us will remember we work together in academic planning. When there was this issue, because I was not just removed from academic planning, there was an issue of academics now coming to head. You know, as an academic, I head out for 5 years. There was an issue that headed by lecturer. No, not an admitting heading academic planning. Professor wanted to call me. I said, he came to my office and he saw the things I did. And I said, are you sure you are the one that did that? I said, yes. Can you still sustain this in this office? I said, by the grace of God. And the lecturer also told me that, look, he's been there. But the pressure was much. They had to bring somebody. We were not working. I was not telling that person. If you want to do it, I said, let's do this way. Let's do it. He now said, no. He now said, I was too much for him. Now went to report him. That I did this. Lie. At the end of the day, those people summoned me. I got there. And they said, the management. The entire management at the meeting. I thought they wanted to give me direct. I was with the minute book. I was telling like this. I said, they said that this, I will remove you. I will demote you to clerk. Yes! I was mad. And I said, you can't do whatever. What is the problem? This man gave me what is here, give it now. So after much argument, they now said I should go. When I go to my office, the second day, they now wrote letter. The man now called me, started begging me, and I should forgive him. And I said, well, you went to report me, and I didn't do anything. He said, it's not issue. Now, waiting. I was removed from that office. He now said, no. He now called. And I called the registrar. I was saying, registrar, he invited me, I don't go to him, he invited me. When he now told the registrar that you should not employ the registrar now said, go and discuss with the vice chancellor. You called for it. Go and discuss. He now said, that was the vice chancellor. Wrong! That please, it's not like that. He get it up. After getting that letter, I was removed. So, if you know what you are doing, you know your job, you stand up. Say, God help us.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir. On a lighter note, I was told to tell the registrar that since the last Saturday for June is layer period, and since we will not be doing it that time, that it's going to be brought forward a week before, that the package for a layer, that the registrar should bring it forward. He's the father of Muslim and Christian. The father of Muslim and Christian. Yes, the chairman, Anupa, administration for service. Administration for service.
Yes, just to announce our next guest lecturer or guest speaker. And we look around in order of order. And we have tried to team up here and pick Mr. Demola and this.
Please stand up for recognition, sir.
Same on that note, before they are ever to this trial, I actually informed this house that at my last trip to Abuja, the issue of one-on-one chat was discussed, and Abuja National adopted it. And with the help of the registrar, this program is called YouTube, and the national body, likewise the Southwest body, are watching it directly. So we want to try to support that. Secondly, before the vote of thanks for the secretary, I also want to appreciate Mr. Davis. Why am I appreciating him? He is going to report. Some of us decide not to talk because he goes to the report. But if I can I think I open it up by saying, come on, everybody here. Nevertheless, we want to appreciate him because apart from talking to us, because he said it's one-on-one chat, entertainment. He has also taken care of the entertainment. If there is only leftover, the Anupa will now start blocking the holes. But he has definitely taken care of everything. So I want to thank you. So on that note, I thank everybody for coming, and I'll hand you over.
So I will disappoint you. I will not talk. Yes, I know that we having some of our colleagues there that are coming for the first time. If they are here, let them stand up for it.
Anupa. Well, we initially planned that we'll be having a kind of welcoming, reflective talk to you today. But I told the listener that we cannot put everything together. Let's wait a bit so that we can plan it. And part of the planning, we have called an expo meeting today to discuss on your issue that welcome you officially to our meeting. But like the listener said, I'm just welcome you. You will be inducted at our next meeting by the grace of God. So you are welcome to the best profession in the system. You are welcome.
Thank you very much. What I'm going to add is that the next deduction will be a real ceremony. Okay. And we're going to, yes, we will eat, we will dine, we will do everything. And you will appear in your best. So the way they do it is not that professional money. We will induct you. That's good. So you are welcome.
Thank you very much. How I want to describe our patron of our Anupa Council, Mr. Daboke. It's not the man that I said, Ajiroba Daboke. That's what we know him for. We want to thank, most sincerely, our own guest, Mr. Sharaf again, and ABC, for giving us the time. It's a very busy person. And we want to thank our chairman too for the opportunity. Also, we want to appreciate the guests, the friend of our registrar that joined us. Hello, sorry sir. Hello sir. Sorry sir. We are appreciating you. And my registrar was telling me that why do you have to come when somebody from Osun is our guest lecturer? And actually, you know, and Mr. Sharaf is from Modeke in Osun State. Thank you very much. So we want to appreciate you, we want to appreciate our members. We want to appreciate our peers too for giving up, because all our peers are very busy. But when it comes to Anupa issue, our peers and our registrars always give us time. We want to really appreciate you for being with us. We hope that next time we will want to see you eat while you follow. Thank you very much. And we want to appreciate the management for giving us the time too. Mr. Registrar has been told that we should appreciate you for the salary that has been paid, that the next one should not take time. Thank you very much, sir. On this note, we want to draw a curtain of today's program. My name is Yomi Obasan. Thank you very much. The General Secretary and Open Thank
Please make sure you get your pack before going to go. Please, you have enough pack. Just sit down. Make sure you get your pack.